And now Lion's coming towards the bottom lane. Ping's going off. He wants this kill. We have ES hanging around that bottom room at the moment. Morphling waves over the top now. Blocks him in place. Lion actually doesn't get the last hit. It actually goes towards Morphling, but he did actually help with a couple of standard hits off here. Will they catch the Enigma out? There's no ward currently looking at him. Frost Armor will make it a little bit hard to actually bring him down. Lion, not quite sure if his ulti is up. Don't want to bring down the stat string because that just blocks everyone else's vision. But Lion and ES coming down towards this bottom tower. They know he's in there. ES vision goes off. Impale goes off. Who needs a finger? Do it the old-fashioned way. TP does actually come in. Instant chicken goes off. And the Quillbee's actually harassing the Necrolite back, making sure he can't get any closer. But the Enigma does go down and looks like it will actually be without any comeuppance coming out from it. Lich is still hanging around that bottom lane trying to help out, but yeah.
No, totally not looking good for GC. You see, the thing here is with Enigma and Shadow Fiend, they have quite the AoE, but the main concern right now is Shadow Fiend is nowhere near any of the required items for him to actually be of any good use. He's only got an Ogre Axis already 15 minutes in. I mean, it's not that bad considering how we look at mid right now.
Oh, Lion, brother, stun goes off. Where's the Maldic? There's the finger. That's more than enough to actually kill the SF. Axis flying over the top as well, but SF should basically literally just pop himself to death on the back of the Maldic. Does so as well inside the trees, and TP does actually come out as well, getting our Scourge player out of trouble. Lich was coming up as well as Silencer, but it wasn't enough. And Beastmaster sticks in the middle lane to continue actually up the farm, as well as Necrolite in the bottom. It's completed mech as well as a Ring of Health, but we did see the ultimate orb on top of Morphling, so that Lincoln's is only a hop, skip, and a jump away. Perseverance and ultimate orb up with almost 1,000 gold sitting inside the bank account as well. Morphling is going to start to get out of control a little bit more of this game. You're looking maybe five minutes into this game, and he will get to that point where the Sentinel will just have to focus fire him down so much.
But it's not gonna be easy once that Lincoln gets up, man. It's kind of impossible to focus fire a Morphling with the Lincoln up. And from the rate he's going, he's gonna get all the items he requires really soon.
Yeah. Looks like Lion's hanging around a little bit. They saw the we have both wars up there. Great wall control actually coming out from both teams, keeping vision on that runes. And they know Enigma is currently sitting there with the Invis rune. He moved down as he actually picked up the rune, so they'll know he's there waiting for the mid tower, which is almost able to actually be killed as well. 193 of his 1,300 HP points. Lion is still hanging back. I think I saw another dot hanging around as well. It's up a little bit higher. Witch Doctor's actually rotated towards the high ground, where it looks like Silencer wants to come up. Empowered comes off here from Lion. Enigma's going over the top. Stun over the top as well. Axis flew over, just try and lower down the HP a little bit further. ES Vision comes in from the side, and Finger as well. We do lose Enigma from the back of that one. Death Pulse goes off. Raw trying to hold him in place. Does actually hold the Necrolite in place as well. Lions fall back. ES lets off the ulti as well. There's enough units to actually make that a half decent ulti. Necrolite actually comes off the back of that. Nevermore doesn't actually pop off his just yet. Tried to pop off a Razor first. Morphling waves over the top, and there is no tower. Necrolite now tries to pop off the ulti with everyone in nice and close, but there's enough there to do enough damage, and they will be fine. The only one to really get hurt by that one was Wish Doctor, but he was a little bit further away, and the only reason why he got hurt was because he's a little bit more of a squishy intel. The 4 heroes going down here for the Sentinel side, and well, it is looking very good here for Blast.
That was almost a team wipe. The Lich got away with like 100 health, and wow, 3 to 14. This is really bad. I mean, I don't really know what to say about why GC is playing, you know, kind of bad this round.
You can't actually really say it's, I mean, like, getting stopped in my words by the lack of Red Bull. But you can't really say that GC's been playing a horrendous game. Their initiations haven't really been there, but it's the fact that Morphling was left unchecked. And I don't know how many times I've actually said it during a Shoutcast, but never leave it Morphling unchecked. Never leave any carry unchecked. It is just one of those things that you cannot allow to farm, because if he does, he gets that uncontrollable stage, and we saw how many times just wade over the top, did the damage, and then continued to do the damage. It's just one of those things, and he can't be stopped with that Lincoln's up. So you have to worry about that one, and then you've got the burst damage that's coming out from Lion, who had a great time in the mid lane too. ES is going to lock them all in place with his fissures. The options open at the moment for the Scourge side are a lot more, mainly just because of that great start they actually had, and now the kill count can keep rolling through for them, as we actually see a Ghost Scepter. Interesting item for Morphling to actually pick up here. For
the Ethereal Blade, I guess.
Yep.
Yep.
Obvious.
Wait.
I don't know why I actually said interesting item. Wow. Hang on. I'm going to have a drink.
Yes, the Ethereal Blade. Yep. And yes, about the thing you're talking about leaving a carry unchecked. See, the actual fact is that Morphling is not the most powerful late game agility hero there is, but the strength of him lies in the fact that from early to mid game, he has an insane amount of burst, insane survivability, and if you leave him unchecked for early to mid game, wait about that. Morphling, Morph, wave it now.
Oh, you're looking at the top lane. S actually in a lot of trouble at the moment. Lion comes in, Hex at the right time. He doesn't even need a wave again. Do the old-fashioned way. Mega kill comes out at 100 kills per minute. Is what he's trying to go for. Doesn't have it quite yet. But he is on his way there. We'd like to give a big shout out to the GoSu admins who are actually there in the server as well. Thank you very much for actually mentioning my name on stream. Great to have you guys. So yeah, advertise up there. Let people know there's actually being Shoutcast. Necrolite items actually being completed here slightly. It looks like it's just survivability at the moment. With the Hood of Defiance, the mechanism up as well. Probably the best item for the team as well. As far as the push actually goes for the Sentinel side, the longer this match actually goes, and how many towers they can pull off, and VT is just so screwed. Down on the bottom lane, they can actually bring down these towers. They can actually play the map control game, push through the bottom, and if they get a great push or at least one barrel that goes their way, like losing Witch Doctor might not seem like much, but it makes it a 4v5, and that does make it harder for the Scourge. Trying to hold off this bottom lane right now. The Frost armor is up on top of Necrolite, so even harder to kill. 4 plus 9.1 armor on top of Necrolite as we lose our Char Bings to our little brother. That must have been, yes, up there on the top to the blink daggering line. Enigma's going to try and come up and do a bit of a stun. He started the animation, but the casting time just that extra 0.2 of a second too long. But 4 to 16 right now.
Yeah, and what health does the Shadow Fiend have? I didn't even realize he was dying. I mean, I saw the Lion, but it all happened too quickly because I didn't even know he already had a dagger on him.
Yeah, and this is something which like you don't expect. Like the first time you see an item, and that's why a lot of people, whenever you shoutcast a land, you don't yell out the item or go woo, because then it's like, oh crap, I kind of know Lion's gonna farm up a blink dagger and he's gonna rip my ass. I'm gonna fall back right now. Oh, Morphling, waves, Lion's there as well, and say goodbye to boat. That's just perfect place to actually initiate. I'm pretty sure that should come off an Invis rune too, didn't it?
No, he basically just
moved in. Great, fantastic. I was actually even watching that one. That's how troublesome the eyes actually are during the sunrise of the morning. Gamers don't like sunrise. Our skin burns like twilight, but not like twilight. ES Fisher up here on the top lane too. We actually had the Roar go off with the Maledict, and even then VT throwing everything he's got through the ulti. ES drops his ulti as well. That Necrolite is so screwed. Actually managing to live for the moment. Finally pops into Oblivion, and SS also in trouble. Already been impaled. Try to pop off his ulti, but hexed the second that actually happened, and the big black chicken actually goes on down. Silencer trying to retreat out here. It looks like the animation tried to be cast there by Lion for the impale. He's trying to get the right line of sight, blinks himself in, and just decides to finger him down. Massive overkill on the Buzz, but that's literally, well, you can almost say it's like a taser buzz for him from the little brother, and they will claim this tier 1 tower in the bottom lane from his full HP it's been sitting at for this last 22 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was gonna do something like a hex on it, or impale or something, but he just,
will they? No, they're not.
Yeah, they're
waiting for it. Axes come over to the top on the bottom lane. They haven't got the tower just yet. Lion is hanging in the wings, ready to actually jump himself in. When Enigma starts to get a little bit lower, the crew wave is still there. Now it goes in. ES Fidget comes in. That's what they're waiting to actually lock him in place. Chicken goes off. TP support is going to come in. That's going to be on the wrong side of the river. Necrolite's actually going to be the one to come in. And Beastmaster, playing silly buggers inside the trees, manages to actually juke it around. And Wild Rose does get the frost off. Necrolite trying to come up there. Great time by ES to actually put the Fissure up there while he's actually farming up everything else. And the Lich ulti bounces off there. It does get one hit there on the ES, but it's enough to do enough damage for the two. And they walk away with 2 lives for the price of 1 on the bottom lane. And even then, like, top lane's having silly buggers with Shadow Fiend as well. Morphling's just having a great old time.
Yeah, he already has his Ethereal Blade ready if he can send his the Crow over to buy the Eagle Horn. Oh, he's just gonna get it from the Sentinel's secret shop by himself. 23 minutes, threats, Ethereal Blade, and Lincoln's Sphere.
Yep, just there we go. Sell Ethereal Blade, and yeah, 128 gold still left to buy himself a nice pair of shoes. which he actually already has. He has agility trait, so he's going to be quite alright. So now let's watch it. Morphling waving over the top there, and
ouch!
This is what we call about the Morphling shotgun, and this is why he is becoming a freaking auto ban for every other play. Bottom lane's in a little bit of trouble as well. Lion goes for the Hex as VT trying to run away from the Death Bolts, almost bringing him down to no HP. 100 HP is what he will actually escape on. With the little brother literally being the bigger brother and holding off the big minis from the Sentinel side. But 6 to 22. Guys, Morphling, never let him go. Ooh, game holder due to lack of data from the game server.
No.
We're just going to have a moment of silence and away we get cash aid. We're good. We're still moving. We're fine. Phew. That was lucky.
But Toby, did you see that? The kill on the Shadow Fiend.
You got to watch it. The second Morphling decides to actually initiate, you can be at full HP and Morphling will drop you like a sack of potatoes. That is the power of this Ethereal Blade, and I'm pretty sure either it's got to be nerfed on Morphling, or Morphling's going to be tweaked around. Little brother getting killed on the bottom lane to silencer. A single impale as well as finger would be enough to do it, but with a DD on top of him, you probably needed a finger and a standard hit to actually get it. And there goes the tower as well with one last hit, and it is in fact ES that gets the last hit in the back of that one. Saving up for his blink dagger, he's only a little bit off as well. As wow, guys are ganking up in the top trees.
And yep, GC has really had the GG call. Yeah, man, I don't see a way of getting back from this.
There is no way. The towers are going down. 25-minute GG call does come out. 6 to 24. We're going to leave the CS score up here because I actually want to have a bit of a pick through it if it actually wasn't completely covered by this disconnected message. But Morphling is showing up 175 for 34 with 8 kills and 3 assists in the space of 25 minutes. Now, this is one of these things, guys, seriously. If you are new to Dota, if you're learning Dota, if you're trying to work out how to actually get into Dota and how to actually go, you know what, I want to bring my team up to the highest level, watch these games. Watch the games from the ADCs. Watch the games from the SMM tournaments. Watch them from any of the Chinese matches, because these guys decode games in lightning fast time. And when you see a shotgun Morphling with this much power, you've got to know to ban him. He's just one of those things. He's like what Doombringer was in our older version. It was just an insta-ban. The second, it's like, frickin' Doom is not getting past those initial 3 bans. Same thing has got to happen now with Morphling. Either that or shut him down. Don't allow that top lane to farm. Like I still don't understand Shadowcoust. Like obviously Enigma farming up inside the neutrals gives you a small advantage because your carry gets a little bit more on the bottom, and then you can try and out-push him. But when you have a hero like Morphling free farming on the top, like the logic.
Yeah, I don't get it either. It's a great mistake to make. You see, if it was something like a Draw Ranger or Medusa, it's actually okay for the first early to mid game phase because he at least takes that 20 minutes or so to actually get the DPS up. But a Morphling has a waveform, he has the nuke. Okay, his strongest point comes from mid game or so. In late game, he will still lose to a well-farmed Medusa, but in early to mid game, he can definitely out DPS almost any hero you can name. Yeah. And that is why you cannot leave him alone.
You're right, you can't leave any hero alone that can actually farm it that much, but at the moment, the meta game is leaned towards Morphling as one of those all-powerful kind of things, especially once he farms out that Blade and Lincolns. It's all over Red Rover from that point. What is not all over is, in fact, the Shoutcasting tonight. We'll be back with the semi-finals coming up soon. We'll see who's actually going to be involved in those and see if the other matches have managed to complete themselves already. And then, of course, the grand finals will be after that one. So don't go anywhere. Myself, Tobi Kenobi, and Shadowcoust bringing you all your action here tonight from the CyberGamer TV studio. I hope you're all enjoying it. We'll be back in just a moment.
See you guys.